it? At here. Happening now. Woo! Try typing something into chat, just like something random.
Okay.
And it should hopefully pop up.
So spamming our own chat.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, it's up.
Okay.
Woo!
I'll advertise to Discord. Okay. So. Yeah. Oh, that's a fly. Okay, so what are we doing here today?
Well, welcome to the ultimate blind canned tomato taste test to determine, for once and all, the ultimate question of life, the universe, and everything of which is the best brand of canned tomatoes to eat raw out of the can, completely uncooked.
So this is perfectly fine for me. I may or may not have already done this before.
Like, yeah, I didn't realize before we were trying to set up this live stream situation that Lily had actually eaten canned tomatoes just out of the can, like, as a hobby for fun, like a normal food.
But after this blind taste test, and then we'll rank it. Oh, we'll even have fancy slips and everything, and it'll come out of the envelope, and we'll see what's.
Oh, so we're gonna blind from each other. Okay, I didn't realize that was how the setup's working. That's smart.
Well, we don't want to bias it.
Yeah, okay. Well, this is like really scientific for a comparison of tomatoes, which are fundamentally gonna be bad and different from how they're gonna taste later because they're uncooked.
Well, no. So we can make comments of like, oh, like look at the color and like, and then make thoughtful notes, and then we'll scroll down about our power ranking.
I'll make sure to say what there are notes of. I feel like this is fundamentally, like the problem with science, right? Is like that you can get like an incredibly precise and detailed and accurate answer, but to a question which is fundamentally just slightly off from what anyone wants to know the answer to.
Wow, the analysis tag was really. But after we have like ranked, we will choose which tomato cans we have. 3 for you and 3 for me. And then we'll
choose our weapons.
Choose our weapons.
I don't know what happens if we both like the same one. We're gonna have to like Catan style it.
We'll do some bargaining process. We'll do a draft for tomato cans, and then we'll make tomato-based dishes. We've put some in the thing of what we think we're gonna make. Maybe we'll make them. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm excited to go head to head with the shakshuka recipe.
Yeah, we're definitely doing that. Definitely going head to head with shakshuka, and then.
And I think that I've got a real advantage here because all of you in the chat who are maybe going to help us vote and stuff are only going to see them visually and not be able to taste them. And I think overall presentation is my main skill as a cook.
But fortunately we have 2 other judges. James is currently in the back, and also our lovely camera person who is going to determine, because we have a definitive ranking of out of the can, and this will give us our definitive ranking of what's the best to cook. Because that's how that works.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Well, if we use the ones that we think are best, and like the dishes that we think are gonna be best, that doesn't work at all.
It doesn't. No, it doesn't work at all. How's the setup going?
Well, I can also rank them by how easy they are to open the can with your knife.
Oh, I would like to hear that ranking also. That should also be in the envelope. Decide later if it's worth it to work for the tomatoes.
How's Twitch chat? Anybody?
Not anyone yet.
Not anyone yet. All right. So who are our competitors today? Who are you particularly excited about?
Well, I personally am a fan of the BDSM brand S&M tomatoes, which are, Lily makes fun of me for them being expensive, but I like the cans. They're really good for drilling holes in the bottom and planting plants in. They're really cute. I have a bunch, when I lived in Los Angeles, little succulents in them. And I like them, I think probably just because they put more salt in the canned tomatoes than other brands do. I think it's kind of similar to the reason I like Goya beans, because they put more salt in the canned beans.
Do you think you can pick out your fave from a wide range of competitors?
Well, I feel like if that's the competition between them, I maybe will be able to tell, but I'm gonna maybe learn there's something more to it than the salt.
Okay.
I do think I could pick out a Kirkland tomato raw from all the other tomatoes because I live in a co-op where I frequently would cook for like 35 people and we always get like the Costco boxes of Kirkland tomatoes. And so I think at this point I'm very familiar with what a Kirkland tomato is like.
Okay. So I also go to Costco and I'm very familiar with the Kirkland brand tomatoes because that's actually the standard. But when I went to Costco a couple days ago, they actually had contadina, so it'll be interesting for me to see if that compares.
I'm actually not sure I've ever had a contadina tomato in my life.
I've had it in paste form. I'm not in the diced.
Oh, are they like the tomato paste, like, in the tube guys?
No.
Who's the tomato paste in the tube guys?
I don't know, we have that too, but it's also been, like, ancient. And also, this is only for diced tomatoes,
I also have a fundamental issue with the premise of the tomato taste test, which is diced tomatoes is not the best kind of tomatoes out of a can.
Which is?
Because I think crushed tomatoes are the peak tomatoes out of a can. You gotta get either the crushed ones or you gotta get, like, the whole peeled ones.
I'm still scarred for life about whole peeled tomatoes after having Hunt's, which is not in this taste test, because we have standards.
Rejected, disqualified before the starting, dang it. It's the one thing we can agree on.
Yeah, I think. What else do I know? Supposedly, the Market Basket tomatoes and the Signature Select Star Market brand tomatoes are the same. Supposedly.
Are they the same as other supermarkets, too? Okay.
I don't know. I just
so,
rumor has it from a certain
are they in the
Ava.
same cans? Do we know? Because I'm curious if, like, you could taste the difference based on, like, can material, or, like... You know, like, back in the day when, like, everyone was all, like, concerned about, like were they, like, the BPA tomatoes, and, like...
Question from Unsullied Jules.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's cooking?
Okay, so we're blind taste test of 6 different diced canned tomato varieties right out of the can. And then from that, we choose our weapons, and we make, both, definitely doing shakshuka, maybe a tomato, egg, and jollof rice for me, and then...
Yeah, I do, like, a Lebanese green bean dish, or I make some pasta sauce.
Yeah, you can check out the tiny URL link for the Google Docs, but we haven't put in recipes yet, because we don't know what we're actually making. Alright.
I have an envelope with the mapping between the numbers on the bowls and the actual brands. On the outside of that mapping, I also wrote my ease of opening.
Alright, I'm excited.
I'm gonna write upside down my sheet, so you can't tell them.
Oh wow, okay.
That's like, we always did a clue when we were kids. We thought we were spider and clue board, and put your clue board upside down.
Oh, this is a lot of tomatoes.
I got enough for everyone to have 2 spoonfuls because I don't want you to be judged purely by your first impression.
These are such patriotic bowls.
It's because we're having a July 4th barbecue, and then like I think James, you tried to get like the least July 4th one, so they have a fun surprise at the bottom, which is Happy July 4th.
Oh, wow! What a great incentive to eat 2 entire spoonfuls of raw, uncooked canned tomatoes!
I don't know why you're so against this. Okay, alright.
So first, just kind of like rank these sort of visually. These are surprisingly harder to tell apart than I thought they would be. I don't know what you expect. I thought there'd be more variation in like tomato size they have been chopped to, or like the amount of juice. But what I'm really learning here is I think tomato dicing technology is actually pretty standardized.
Oh jeez. This one seems a little more crushed.
Yeah, these ones are a little closer to the crushed tomatoes, which is sort of like I'm feeling warmly towards them because this is kind of like closer to the crushed tomato preference.
Yeah. This is a nice color. This is a nice shape. This is kind of mushy.
Yeah, kind of noticing some like of the like weird little stem tomato bits in here. Like, a point against it for me is not like when there's like strange tough bits of the tomato.
I just like tomato.
It's like my main problem, I think, with sometimes. Okay, these look a little more cooked down, and there's also
I don't like this mushy one. I like it when they look more like tomato chunks, which I think is why I like the diced tomatoes.
We've got like very different tomato preferences then. So I feel like my entire goal with like canned tomatoes is just to like make them a slurry. Like if I want to eat like a piece of tomato, I'll just eat like a real tomato. But
I'm surprised you got the metal spoons out and not like the plastic ones. But I guess
we're fancy.
We're very fancy. It's our July 4th
Because the spoons aren't standardized, so what if the taste of the spoons is... I'm just saying, tomatoes are very acidic and can be affected.
Alright. So do we want to just go one bowl at a time? Or?
Yeah. I think that sounds right. Okay, so
okay.
where are they live? This is one?
They're under
okay,
here.
so let's do one first. Alright, let's give it good.
Sorry, this is really stupid. Alright.
Be my guest.
Tastes like tomatoes.
Yeah! You wanna give me some more tasting notes? Or well, I'll taste it first, and we can discuss, I guess.
Some notes down.
I don't know if you can get the tomatoes in their cans.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was raw and cooked tomato. That. I just feel like tomatoes, when they come out of the can, contain all of the worst attributes of both a cooked tomato and a raw tomato. Because they are both lukewarm and mushy.
I actually have opinions about this tomato compared to when I ate tomatoes straight out of the can.
Oh, interesting.
So I actually have some opinions.
Okay, yeah, what's your opinion?
I'm not telling you.
Okay.
Notes.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Alright.
Would you like some water to cleanse your palate before moving on?
Yes. We're gonna be scientific about this.
Get the hubby mug.
Yeah, thank you. It's my hubby mug. It was the worst mug at Target, and there weren't any good mugs at Target, so I decided my only other option was to buy the worst mug at Target. Yes, we gotta get some filtered water to make sure that...
This is the stupidest thing I've done in a while.
Really?
Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, no, 75 pounds of peaches wasn't the stupid part of it.
Okay. Okay, what's bowl 2?
This one is bowl 2.
Alright.
So I'm learning out way too many tomatoes.
I mean,
It's okay, we just put them back
Yeah.
in. Oh wow, happy 4th of July.
Yeah, what a surprise.
Oh, those actually have a very different mouthfeel.
Yeah, I know, right? Alright. This might not be as stupid of an exercise as we imagined, as we furiously scribbled some notes.
Okay.
What did you write on this?
The great canned tomato taste off.
Okay.
I labeled the envelope.
Alright.
Both three.
Alright, both three.
That's fine.
This one.
So they use a spoon, so that's a thing going for it.
Seaport man 2 says, "Oh no, what has happened to the kitchen?"
What do you mean what's happened to the kitchen? The kitchen's fine!
And I also think that maybe perhaps relevant context for reviewers to see is that this is the current state of tomatoes in this kitchen here. This is the tomato high watermark of the highest point the tomatoes have ever been. Okay, is this bowl 3?
Yes, bowl 3.
You make sure there are no improprieties in your
Improprieties, I see. The official judge of the proceedings.
Okay.
Okay, that was bowl 3. Halfway through the tomato testing.
Alright. It's gotta eat 3 more spoonfuls of uncooked tomatoes.
Alright, and then this is bowl 4.
I feel like this is gonna be a situation because I feel like Lily might actually be grading based on like what's good, but at this point I'm just sort of grading on like what's least bad to eat this for.
Okay, I'm actually out of the 3 that we've had, there have been some that I'm like, oh, this is the good one.
Yeah. No, I mean there's one that was like actually good, but most of them like like, not good uncooked.
Okay, let's try it.
So when I come in and announce that actually the first three were the same can.
Oh yeah, there was that salt.
Linster13 says, is the stream being weird?
I can't debug, I guess.
Maybe before Ava made a comment that says this video / audio lag is hilarious. That's what that is.
Okay.
Where's my palette cleanser? I wonder what's the lag. I don't know what the lag would be.
They say that also the stream is freezing a lot. Maybe it's because I'm holding this.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just our Wi-Fi, probably.
Yeah, yeah, no.
Whatever. Sucks to suck.
Oh, sorry guys.
Important action shots of spooning the tomatoes.
Scribbling notes. Okay, bowl 5.
Okay. Fire's really juicy. Seems like. Oh! That's very different from the other ones.
Damn, I hope that the ones I don't like is not the Contadina, considering I just bought like 6 cans.
I thought you like all of these, you just different amounts.
But like now that I'm actually like forced to do like a legitimate like taste test against these, I'm like, oh, these actually like have quite a bit of variance.
I feel like I'm experiencing like the Joe Biden eating a sandwich thing, where like in the beginning I was like, this is just all uncooked tomato, but I'm like, there's so much variation in the realm of an uncooked tomato right out of a can.
Yeah, the fact that you keep calling it an uncooked tomato, because like I eat tomatoes just straight raw. But I'm just like...
Time for the last.
You know what's funny is like I would eat an uncooked tomato.
Well, just not a tomato out of the can.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, number 6. Alright, I have my opinions. Time to... Now we shall rank them. Okay.
Linster is asking, are you eating the full can of tomatoes?
No, this is just a sample taste test, because we're going to use... This is going to determine which cans of tomatoes we'll choose for the cooking part. This is not just a... let's eat raw canned tomatoes. Okay. Let me see. What do I want to rank?
Linster13 says tomato as apple is 100% a good idea.
No, yes. But I think the issue here is that Hitavel is, like, not...
See, like, the thing is, like, a tomato, just like a fresh tomato as an apple, like, with the skin on it and everything, like, yeah, I would eat it. But, like, a tomato in a can that, like, was partially parboiled and was let, like, cool down and, like, covered in preservatives and just let, like, sit in a can and get slimy, like... So, like, it's a very different phenomenon.
Alright, okay.
Okay.
What? So, we reveal our rankings to each other, I guess, first? Alright.
Yo!
Wait, did we have the same ranking?
Yeah, very similar. Like, actually, yes.
Okay, our rankings are exactly...
Except for the 4.
Yeah, our rankings are the same, except our 3rd and 4th place are switch.
Yo, I'm glad there's something objective about this, at least in the sense that, like, that's astronomically unlikely that we would both come up with that. Yeah, 5 was garbage. 5 was bitter? It was, like, straight up just sour, there was no salt in it, like, at all. Like, I literally, like, I think I wrote down in my notes about 5, I was just, like, massively acidic and mealy.
I really hope 5 is not the contadina.
Oh my god, why 5 is the contadina?
Oh my god.
I mean, to be fair, I think the thing about 5 is that 5 is the most rescuable tomato. Like, it's garbage, but I do think that if you cooked it for a long time and let the water evaporate and let it get sweeter and added a lot of salt, it would become more okay. Whereas I feel like 1 is bad and it's gonna stay bad. Like, because they just don't taste like anything.
Yeah, 1 doesn't taste like anything.
I think 1 is a Kirkland, by the way. Is my stance.
Oh, okay. So we all agreed that number 6 is the best. Mahidabel said rich and full.
I also think that 2 is the, S&M.
Okay.
Or the SM.
It's SMT.
Wait, what? It's SMT! That's
SMT.
I can't read.
This is the SMT. Okay. So we said that 6 was by far the best. Mahidabel said rich and full, and I said salty, but in a better way than number 3. 2, Mahidabel said sweet, mushy, and mild. And I was really hyped about 2, because after 1, which was meh, watery, and not much flavor, 2 was softer texture, much more tomato flavor, tastier.
Yeah. I agree with that. I think 2 is the one that tastes most like a, tomato that hasn't been canned tastes.
Okay, 3 and 4, Mahidabel said 3 was fresh, rich, slimy. 4...
The slimy was not negative. It was just
a comment. Oh, fresh, rich, and slimy. Okay. Bowl 4 was salty, tough, then soft, and smooth. I said bowl 3 was saltier than 1 and 2. It's comparable to 2, but it loses that big tomato flavor. And that bowl 4...
in the pocket of big tomato flavor.
And that bowl 4 was salty, but it tastes like tomato juice. Like salty, unlike bowl 6, which is
it tastes
salty.
like V8.
Yeah, that's what I felt. I didn't think it was as good as 2, which is I think why I ranked it lower than 3, because I wrote that. 5, mostly acidic, mealy, not salty. I was tomato flavor, but weird bitterness, which was by far the worst one that we decided. And 1, I said it was meh, watery, not much flavor, and Mahidabel said it was tough and acidic.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad that we agreed.
This leads me to believe that, an objective tomato ranking could exist, and this isn't just all, our personal bullshit. It also does mean we're gonna have to fight a lot more over the tomatoes.
Okay.
Would you like to open them?
No, you're the judge.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see the results.
Alright, so first we have the bonus ranking by ease of opening. 5 is the easiest, followed by... 5 is substantially easier than any of the others, because 5 had this list.
God damn it!
Followed by 4, 1, 2, 3, and 6. 3 and 6 were by far the hardest to open because they were the big boy cans.
Okay. Oh, I was wrong also!
Right, so,
Well, I'm glad that 5 was bad. That there's only up for me to go. Considering that 5 is my my standard.
Yeah.
So
I maintain that 5 is a salvageable tomato.
So I have some bad news for the stack of tomatoes.
Oh no!
Tomato 1 is contadina. Tomato 5 is the Kirkland signature.
So, Costco does get trashy tomatoes in bulk, and it is tasteable.
So we next have 3 and 4, which are also grocery store brands. 3 is the signature select, and 4 is the market basket.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Which also adds credence to Ava saying that 3 and 4.
Yeah, because they were pretty much indistinguishable, right? We flipped around the rankings for them.
Oh my god.
So
And number 2 is the Tudor Rosso, and number 6 is the SMT.
Wow! Congratulations!
Wait, how similar do we characterize 3 and 4? I think it's partially tough because we, like, had them back to back, so I think we might have been, like, hypersensitive to, like, how they were different.
I definitely
like,
tasted 4 was more like tomato juice, and 3 was like just salty and not like big sugar.
Yeah, they did seem kind of different.
So 6, the one that we thought was the best was SMT.
Yes.
And then
see? I told you that shit is worth it!
and 2 with Tudor Rosso, which is also the fancy Italian. Wow! So this actually like what goes is what you'd expect of like Costco gets shitty tomatoes.
Yeah, this like entirely actually validates there is difference in quality between tomato brands. It's not just all the packaging.
Damn.
Disappointing, honestly. I was really hoping this would free me from having to spend money on tomatoes again, but I guess what I'm learning is that like I actually was kind of like reasonable.
Okay, like what I've learned is that there's nowhere to go but up for my tomatoes.
Yeah, at least the contadinas are gonna be better. You know, at least when we work our way all the way down here, we'll have something to look forward to.
Damn! I guess what you mean, if we're gonna defend like our lovely Kirkland signature, is that like it's a salvageable. But also like Kirkland was the one that ate straight out of the can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. How? What?
Oh my god.
Wait, which was 2 again?
2 is Tudor Rosso.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh my god.
So that's the one that I thought was my boys.
So you couldn't identify your boy.
I couldn't identify my boys, but I could identify like the tier of my boys.
God.
Like the one I thought was Kirkland was actually the Contadina, and the one that I thought was my boys was actually the
Tudor Rosso.
Yeah.
Oh my
But it's because I didn't have confidence in my boys. I didn't believe that they were the best ones out there. But I should have believed.
Alright.
I feel like I should immortalize this experience by taping this up at the highlight.
We'll put our ranking.
Yeah, you're
You know what we should do is we should make little ribbons that say like number 5 and number 6 prize winners.
Okay. Great. Alright.
So I think that the deal is, so we've got kind of 3 tiers of tomato, right? And I feel like what we should do is each of us should pick our good tomato and like our mid-tier tomato and our shitty tomato. And also each of us should get one of the big boys and 2 of the small boys.
Okay.
Which I think should be possible to make both of happen.
So let me just, so this is high tier. This is equivalent tier.
Maybe we should get some packaging close-ups to see it.
And then this is like shit tier.
Yeah.
So these were just harder to open.
Yeah.
So that's my part of these.
Yes.
Oh, can you hold the one in the middle and the back?
Yes, this is market basket.
Our market basket.
Okay, so
Oh, that's a nice shot. I was secretly behind the camera.
okay, yeah, so I mean, if we wanted to have distinct from like Big Boy and this, it has to be like this, and then these 2 can get swapped.
Yeah, that seems true.
Okay.
Which of us ranked these ones? We were the ones that we disagreed about which was higher, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should each get the one that we ranked higher.
Which one was 3? Do you remember, Jude?
3 is...
I also forget what
3
numbers
was
I wrote
Signature
in.
Select.
Okay, who put 3 higher on their thing?
That was... Lily put 3 higher.
Okay, cool. So you get the Signature Select and the,
Which I think is good, because I think you get your boy
yeah.
SMT.
I'm sure I can my boys can shine.
Okay, so I think I'll do this, because like this is my boy.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Alright.
Okay, and then we gotta put these back in the ones they belong in.
Oh wait, so can you guys like split apart the cans depending on which?
Yeah,
side
there.
you-
I'm gonna take my set and we can like pose with our sets.
Yes.
Like a.
Why does the Signature Select one just has like tomato?
What?
It's so fresh.
Yeah, it is. They're fresh. All right.
Oh my god.
This is my squad.
This is my squad.
Okay.
So it's in the left corner. We have hailing from Somerville, Massachusetts. The guy. I need like a tomato wrestler name.
Oh my god.
It's like, yeah, we're not doing this.
Mine, I'm part of the Lycopene lineup. That's mine.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
God
damn it, what the hell is this? Anyways, okay, so hold on. So, 5...
Maybe the Pomodoro powerhouse.
5
Oh, that's
is-
pretty good. 5 is my boy. 6 is,
My boy.
wait. Oh yeah, 6 is
Yeah, 6 is
your
this.
best boy.
It's my best. It's his best girl.
3 is,
So Winster13 says, just make homemade tomato paste from all the bad tomatoes.
Whoa.
Sunglasses, smiley face.
Wait, how do you do that? Do you just like take them and boil them down 5 hour? Wait, which one is this? Oh,
And
this is
Ava
mine.
says, see, but you missed out on Muir Glen tomatoes, the true standby.
you bought all of the tomatoes.
Yeah, I just got the ones that they had at Star Market.
I do like Muir Glen.
Yeah,
I had that once and I liked it.
I've never had Muir Glen, but I would like to at some point in the future, I guess.
Winster13's comment about the tomato with the stem is, still growing. 2 tomatoes for the price of a can.
Yeah, just put them in the ground.
I'm sure that'll work. Yeah.
This is actually interesting seeing how like different the like residue on the bowls is. Like the Contadina one really like
Oh, that's Clen.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh, are we Iron Chefing also? Because
Yeah.
we have to be in the same space.
Yeah, I think we gotta each take half the burners.
Oh my god.
Which side? Yeah, I guess we'll just stick on the sides we're on.
Yeah, I think so.
And so we each have 2 dishes, 2 burners. You have to do them like simultaneously.
Okay, it's easy because I do the jollof rice and that just like sits for a while.
Okay, I gotta fight you for the pots also. If we're really Iron Chefing this.
Okay, I need to look up the jollof rice recipe because that's not in my like
Okay.
off my head. Or are you only doing one?
I'm only doing off my head.
Okay, then I won't do jollof rice. So,
Okay.
so my contestants.
I'm
are-
also doing like 2 pans, like jogging space.
Well, I'm doing 2
like it'll be good.
Okay, well, okay. What's our pan situation?
Yeah, okay, so for my version of shakshuka, I need a moderately shallow pan of a moderately small.
Okay, well, let's go here.
Okay, yeah.
So here's our pans.
Are we having a pan draft?
So
Pan
So first off, I was gonna use the jollof rice as one of my recipes, but I don't know that off the top of my head. And since Mahitibel's only doing top of the head recipes of showing true mastery of the tomato craft, of what is in your like stored in your muscle memory. So then I'm not doing jollof rice anymore.
Okay.
But I still think that tomato, egg, and egg tomato. Okay.
We also have about 50 eggs in this house.
Okay.
So, these are all the ones that I think are going to be useful for this thing, because we're not doing like tomato sauce or anything.
Yeah, I think we're not doing.
I am kind of curious how they like to do the comparison in tomato sauce, but also like we don't have enough pots in this house for that.
Okay, so full disclaimer, because this is my house and you've just moved in recently.
Okay.
This one works, but it's like
Yeah.
it sticks.
Yeah, I remember that.
But like
Experiments,
when
I guess.
I've used the tomatoes, I think that's
Okay, how do we decide who goes first in this draft, or like how are we splitting them up?
Wait, should I do a coin toss?
Yeah.
I should have made a commemorative coin with like a tomato on one side.
A tomato on the other side.
Okay, you say tomato.
Alright, so we're gonna flip. Let's see. Lily, can you call for heads?
Yeah, I'll call heads. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, all the coins in this coin flipping app are ancient Roman coins. Alright. Well, it comes up heads.
Damn. Okay.
So I choose the one that I want to do. So I'm doing egg rice and tomato egg. I'm gonna go with this boy. This is the one that I make all my shakshukas in.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna take the Dutch oven.
Oh, bold. Okay. I'm gonna take this boy then.
Okay.
Do you want the
I guess I'll take the wok, though I do not know if there's room for it on the burners.
Taking the walk is a nice defensive strategy because it muscles out your opponent.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. I'm taking the wok.
Okay.
The wok is not clean.
I think this shows you how often we use the wok.
Because it's too big to fit on our stove.
Alright,
Linster13 Colleen asks, are these the demolished non-stick pans?
What? No, they're all stick except for the one that we chose not to use.
No, they're mostly non-stick.
Yeah, they're all non-stick.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you guys need extra thing, we have 2 steamer/rice cookers we could use.
Oh my god. We could also do a competitive rice situation, but then we need to open more tomatoes, and I don't think we need more food that's tomato-based in this house right now. Because unfortunately we can't share it with the lovely folks at home.
Ava chips in by saying Jollof is red onion, canned tomatoes,
No, I
ginger,
can't.
garlic, and habanero.
Tomato mastery. Part of the tomatoes.
Oh my god, this is not gonna happen!
You want to use the other one?
Yeah, I think I need a different pan, or else like literally they're not gonna fit on the burner.
Okay. I guess you get your pick of.
I think I'll just try to do it in a pot then.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just like do it all in pots. This is fine.
That's why I was so confused why Dutch oven was your.
Because I want a cast
weapon of
iron.
choice. Okay.
I think the thermal properties of it matter.
We do have a wait. Where did cast iron go?
The thing I was using in and this cast iron griddle though.
Yeah, that's like a very different thing.
Okay.
I was using it for steaming my part of it.
Yeah, just watch this out. Yeah. See, I think that like what's key to a shakshuka, my like pretentious ass feeling about a shakshuka is that the way you have to do it is to like cook the tomato sauce, and then you put the tomatoes in, and you have to just like turn it down to low heat and like put a lid on it and just let them cook like that. And I think that actually like it matters what pan you're doing it in for how much the bottom.
Oh, interesting. You do make shakshuka very differently than how I do it, which is
Yeah.
more of an eggs in purgatory style, I think. And I didn't realize.
I do it like I learned how to make shakshuka from the Mark Bittman How to Cook Everything Vegetarian Cookbook.
I learned it from
which is pretentious.
Okay, so first question: we have 3 cans but only 2 dishes. Are we allowed to blend or?
Yeah, I think you're allowed to blend.
Okay. Okay, I guess we're going.
I think I'm probably gonna like have to blend because otherwise the numbers aren't gonna work out.
So
Okay.
you're telling me I should have made 64 different samples of every possible blend of tomatoes?
Okay, so what I'm so announcing what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blend the Kirkland and the. So here's what I'm gonna do Kirkland and Signature Select for my shakshuka, and I'm gonna do this one for my tomato egg.
Okay, I'm going to use the SMT and whatever else I need to supplement that from the contadina in order to do the shakshuka, and I'm going to do the beans with the market basket and the rest of the contadina.
Okay, so we'll set up the cutting boards here, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I guess we're just going. Is this clean? Is this clean?
No, I need to watch it. But yeah, sorry, we can
But
just actually get
dough
stuff.
or?
Yeah, it's just dough, but I don't want it in my tomatoes.
Oh wow, you really.
I'm just saying if we're going full Iron Chef, I want to be on the ball about it.
Okay.
I also appreciate you're saying that it's really fancy, like, quote, like, really, to not want to use a cutting board that was previously used to roll pie crust and to cook a savory dish.
I think my philosophies of cooking are starting to come out.
Oh my god, that's too hot. We'll never get used to this kitchen sink, which is just, like, scaldingly hot. Is it okay if I use the fancy cutting board?
Yeah.
Okay, don't have to draft you for that one.
This because you said it's not really hot.
I warned you! I told you about Stairs Pro! Okay. Do I have to draft you for knives? No. We're just gonna share them. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off with... How much garlic do you need? Because we only have this.
You did buy garlic at the store?
Oh, was that on the list?
Yeah.
Ah, heck.
F.
Alright, well... let's split this in half then, I guess.
Yeah,
Draft for individual cloves.
Yeah, thanks.
Here, I'll put it on your path. I'm just assuming you need it. I don't know any tomato dishes that don't have garlic.
My Chinese tomato egg one does not require garlic.
Okay, nice. Alright, well these are all gonna start off in a very similar way, which is to say we're just gonna get a ton of garlic.
So I'm gonna do my eggs in purgatory one first, because I'll use the extra time to just beat eggs.
Okay, yeah, we're just gonna like go simultaneous on these.
Yeah.
Do I need to leave to be double blinded on the, or to be blinded on
No, because you're gonna have
Because
to.
they're different dishes, so like you'll definitely be able to tell.
Like one has green beans in it. Like.
Like, and one is gonna be, like, mostly eggs, and the other two is gonna be entirely different form factors. It's not like you know Lily's cooking and what it's like.
It's not supposed to be.
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure that at this point, if you guys haven't been together for this long, James can recognize, like, an Eggs in Purgatory made by Lily versus made by me. There's, like, no statement of equality. I was just saying, like, there's a familiarity.
I love how there's a lot of assumptions loaded into this, and that, like, I make this dish very frequently, like, frequently enough so that my boyfriend would be able to recognize it. All of these are true assumptions.
They're true because I know how much you made this for me. And, like,
I made this for you. You haven't even come to this is like the first time.
two of the times I've been in your house the past 2 years, despite the fact that we, like, didn't live together and we lived in different cities for one of them, you made it for me 3 times.
Wait, really?
Yeah. This time you made it for the pub crawl, and you made it one time when I was at the CMS Power Hour.
Are you gonna use a whole onion or half? Or
I'm gonna use probably multiple onions.
Whoa! Okay. Oh, jeez.
Well, because I need a whole onion for the shakshuka alone. So.
This is very intimidating. I usually only use half an onion for this. So.
Okay, I just like an onion, man.
Oh, jeez, this is very intimidating. Are there onions in the fridge?
Wait, there's a ton of onions there.
No, is there half an onion there?
Oh, I see. You can give me the other half of your onion.
Okay.
Then we'll be, like, balanced, because we'll be, like, even using the same onion. But sadly, you have to turn your back on people to cook. I understand in Iron Chef why they have those, like, two-sided benches where you can, like, be seeing the person's face while they're cooking.
Oh, my God.
We could uproot that whole table.
Move the table to the center.
Yeah.
And just, like, we'll just, like, angrily look at each other while shopping.
Yeah, that's actually great. Wait, that actually sounds kind of awesome.
I don't want to do it.
That's too much effort, though. Not worth it for the gag.
Oh, my God.
The one thing I know how to do in a cool professional way with a knife is I, like, am pretty good at chopping garlic. I think that's, like, my best chef skill.
Let's see. Well, that sounds very fancy.
Yeah. Except where I spilled the tomatoes. Already a weakness. I'm down one spill of tomatoes from trying to show off my garlic chopping.
I still have Eggs in Purgatory in the fridge from when I made it, from when I was craving Eggs in Purgatory.
Wait, oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, because it was like 2 days ago. Yeah, she says she doesn't make this often, or I wouldn't know that. Made it 2 days ago.
In the past 2 years, I made it
last
by
night.
When was the pub crawl?
When they did the Craft House pub crawl.
Oh, okay.
When I was back for, like, Thanksgiving, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I don't remember it, because I kind of gone by that point already.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we got to your house and everyone had been, like, serving drinks in all the places, and we got to your house and we were just like, hey kids, how's Eggs in Purgatory? Like, throwing paper bowls. It was really, really charming.
Okay.
And, like, exactly what I needed at that point.
Alright, which half of onion do you want?
I really don't care. You should pick this, because, like, because, you know, like, you're the primary point person on that. Thank you. Onions are so papery.
They have layers.
Wow. I feel like it's funny that for both of us, I feel like going head-to-head for shakshuka is a pretty tense thing. Because this is, I think, for both of us, kind of a dish that we consider to be in our, like, very standard repertoire of, like, stuff that we have down pat how to cook. So the pressure's, like, really on for me.
I think that's why I appreciate that you were like, nah, it has to be, like, stuff that we know from memory.
Yeah, it's gotta be personal. Can't just be like, oh, this recipe was bad.
The jollof rice is fucking amazing, though. Man.
Yeah, I want to try that sometime. And, you know, luckily we've got the whole rest of all of those, so...
Yeah, we have to do something with all of our Kirkland signature, don't we?
Oh my god.
What a tragic day.
Honestly, it makes
Too
me, like,
hot in
realize...
this kitchen already.
Yeah, it
Can
makes
I
me...
move a fan in here?
Yeah,
That'd
it should.
actually be good.
I don't know, it just makes me realize that, like, I've already survived this long on just, like, Kirkland that I'm like, wow, okay, there's a whole world of...
I think sometimes it's good to have no standards, because, like, you can only go up from there. Like, I don't know. I feel like broadly, I'm so much more less sad than like anyone else I know in grad school because I've never like had a real job or had standards before. So I'm just like everything is. I'm like, cool. This isn't living in a dorm. Like, that's nice.
We're living with like 40 other people.
Yeah. Alright, starting the first burner.
Wow.
Putting about half of the garlic, a little less, into this back pan. I'll put some oil in there first, actually, is what I'm doing. Might need to get out some more olive oil for this. Ah, thank you. That's awesome. Alright, start with sizzling some garlic.
You can steal it.
Yeah.
And interfering in this competition.
That's okay, it's a hazard. This is like some like cutthroat kitchen stuff.
Anything else y'all need?
I think I'm good.
Yeah. I can't tell if it's sweat or like onions in my eyes.
Oh no! Wow, the pressure's really on in this kitchen. Things are heating up. The fierce sweat of competition drips down into Lily's eyes. She only sees red, the red of tomatoes. Okay. Hell yeah, trusty spatula. I have this one spatula that I am deeply in love with. It contains all the best elements of rubber spatula and also a spoon with actual structural integrity. It's the only thing I use to cook anything anymore.
I'm just amused because it's just a shovel.
It's like a flimsy shovel, but like flimsy in a good way.
Mm.
I'm secretly handicapping you by stealing all the olive oil, so...
Oh, I was planning to use the olive oils.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, we do this very differently.
Yeah.
Because Lily's gonna go pull out the goose fat from the fridge.
We still have that. That's definitely cheating. I was planning to steal the cheese from the fridge.
Which, yeah, I'm also gonna use cheese from the fridge.
Okay.
Like I feel like we can definitely use other ingredients, like... We're all getting onions and stuff in here, and I'm getting green beans in here, and putting eggs in it.
Lily's gonna get some okra just to guarantee my movie.
God, we need even more onions.
I haven't made a fancy eggs in purgatory in a long time.
What in your book does a fancy eggs in purgatory entail?
I put onions and cheese in it.
Nice. Yeah, that's got the same.
Should I go have a couple beers to get into the right mindset to eat eggs in purgatory?
I could go for a beer. It's
Yeah,
really
that sounds fun.
It's really hot in here. I could go for a beer.
Yeah, I'll take one.
You drink? Or you want your cream soda?
No, I want cream soda. This is gonna be a real challenge mode of this. Also, is that I'm gonna have to remember which burner is which on this stove, and I'm terrible at remembering which burner is which on. So you can tell these dishes are different, even though they're starting off exactly the same way, because in one of them the onions are sliced the long way, and in the other way they're sliced into cubes. So,
Okay, I have...
real variety going on here.
Oh no, I want the Troganator.
And the sharks, okay.
Thank you.
I feel like the Jack's Abbey's beers are good with stuff, but like not by themselves, whereas the Trog is like solid.
Damn, this isn't even the beer taste test.
I mean, at some point into the beer taste test, it starts violating the TOS, probably.
I don't think there's anything about alcohol in there.
What if you like drink 6 beers on the stream in a short period of time?
I see.
Yeah, okay, I can... That was like drank 6 cans of tomatoes on stream in a short period of time and drank the whole tomatoes, I would feel that even if it didn't violate, any TOS, like, there should be a law against that.
You want to monitor Twitch chat things?
Oh, yeah, sure. I started doing miracle berries with incoming students at MIT, and like somebody's job being to prevent the freshmen from taking too many vinegar shots.
Oh yeah. Honestly, like prevent me from taking too many vinegar shots.
Let's see. If you have no standards, you can only go up. Yet another piece of genuinely good advice from the stream. Says let's draw a big fog. Could you turn the camera a bit to the left? Yeah.
Lily's getting into the cooking zone.
Yeah, I'm finally getting into cooking.
Getting it on the stove.
Alright, so let's see. You might also want to turn the camera, because like, now's the time cooking.
Yeah.
Jesus. This is a lot.
A lot of oil and everything. See, I'm also hoping the skills that are going to carry me through here is like my cooking for a co-op skills of being able to manage a lot of burners with different stuff in them at the same time, and also burners with similar stuff to keep it straight, because I'd have to do a lot of cooking a vegan and non-vegan version of things.
Here we got.
Yeah, so here we got the basis of the Lebanese green beans, the start of a shakshuka.
Alright, this is gonna be interesting because it's not centered on the burger.
Yeah, I'm also kind of experiencing that, and I'm kind of curious how it's gonna work for the shakshuka, where even cooking becomes very important.
This is not an issue for me, so.
Elizabeth behind nothing on there yet.
I see. Well, the last cooking I need to get in the fridge for 1 second. I'm gonna get my secret ingredient of a yellow bell pepper.
Gotta get the eggs out too.
Oh yeah.
Can you get the Lando Lakes eggs?
Yeah.
Just cause. Oh, I'm gonna need more eggs.
5 eggs, you're like little baby.
I'm gonna need more eggs.
Okay. Well, this just says, as long as you're not drinking to the point of self-harm and you're not drinking for money, you're fine.
Who drinks for money?
I'll take a shot every time you donate 100 bits kind of thing.
Oh, it's interesting. I didn't even realize it was an option. Wow.
Oh, and then after this, we get the lovely cake made by...
Which is honestly better than anything we're gonna cook on this whole stream.
Not true.
Should we get your input in the taste test too?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah, the 60-pack of eggs has come out.
This is the weirdest place to put a sticker on a tomato. I'm feeling a frantic energy.
Wait, there was a tomato. Oh, the bell pepper has a sticker. I was going to be very impressed if there was a sticker inside the can of tomatoes.
Oh my god, that would be horrible!
That would be the weirdest place to put
there was a baby pepper. That's my good luck, you guys. The baby pepper inside the pepper.
Be careful not swinging a knife around.
Oh, fair enough. Sorry, I didn't realize you were. Oh.
Bell pepper chopping.
I'm gonna get rid of this stem because it gives me great anxiety.
It's pretty anxiety-inducing, I'm not gonna lie.
I think if you want, you probably could put it the
Yeah.
computer here and then the...
I appreciated the cooking close-ups though, that seemed probably fun to watch.
This is mostly just a shot of our, slowness at doing our dishes.
Oh no! Oh, that's a little
Setting it up
sad.
here.
A little depressing. I kept saying I was gonna make shakshuka, and I bought this pepper forever ago, so I'm happy that it's finally fulfilling its kilos.
Presumably there's no zoom on this camera.
There is, but it's kind of annoying to use.
Okay. I got it set down looking at the stove in the back of our room.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good, probably. Honestly, I think I need to cook under circumstances like this, because when people are cooking is a relaxing activity, self-care, no man, I can only focus on cooking when it feels like a battlefield. It needs to be immensely stressful, and I need to feel the heat of the kitchen is not annoying, it's just an externalization of the deep tension I feel in the process of it.
Meanwhile, like, cooking eggs in purgatory for me is like, I am, like, hungover or, like, drunk or sleep deprived, and I'm like, I need sustenance. Give me tomatoes. Alright, so this is... Okay, so then I'll use these, and then I'll get... Ooh, this one's cracked.
Ooh.
I guess...
Bad content.
Yeah, I guess I'll just use this one. Okay. Okay, I've gotten all the eggs that I want.
Whoa.
You're doing a handicap by using the fancy eggs?
No, I just want to clear out damn space and not
Ever the quartermaster.
I mean, part of the quartermaster jokes is that, like, when my dad was in the, when he was drafted into the army, he actually was a quartermaster.
Oh, that's funny.
So that's why I say, like, oh, I'm like the quartermaster's daughter.
Gotcha.
Alright, where's that beer?
Oh yeah, where's that cream soda at?
Wait, I could open it and deliver it since people are...
Wait. Do you think the camera would fit on the top shelf?
Yeah, it would.
Pointing down to the...
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so cool!
And then probably put the laptop. Yeah.
Like on the...
That seems badass.
Yeah, usually when I cook, I put the laptop here and then I put the camera on the shelf. So
Oh, that's
I think
cool.
this is a smart idea.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Alright, be careful. I'm gonna put the tomatoes in, so there might be oil splash.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Oh, when was there ever?
I see another one of the big differences between your strategies of cooking. Lily has it on high.
Yeah, this is
Nice
really,
medium low.
really going.
Oh, this is a lot more tomatoes than I usually do.
Oh, interesting. See, I'm actually concerned that there's like not going to be enough tomatoes, that I have miscalculated because this can is so big compared to what I usually
Yeah,
use.
this Signature Select is a lot more tomatoes than I usually use, so I'm kind of like, Interesting. Okay, I might need more eggs. I think I'm gonna need more eggs to. Oh, did you put the eggs back? Okay. I'm gonna use more eggs to compensate for the fact that.
Oh, so you're doing them sequentially?
Huh? No, I'm gonna cook the eggs and tomato egg now.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm interested in like who's gonna finish first because I feel like I got an early start, but this is gonna take a while to simmer down. So like.
Literature says I think cooking is one of the few things that's significantly better to do under stress.
Cooking?
And very
Excuse me.
arbitrary problem solving. Yeah.
Still salted. Wait, arbitrary problem solving is always worse under stress. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I feel that.
But like you like puzzle hunts more than you like AMC, the Amy, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I feel that, but I feel like I can't think under stress, and what I like about cooking is that like I don't need to think, I just like let like muscle memory just like do its thing.
Okay, so I have onions, so I don't need to read that.
If you want to speed things up, I could also just do spice layout for people.
No. I think the less people who are in here, probably the better, because it's kind of crowded.
Yeah. Is it kosher to use more cans of tomatoes if we like need more, or are we limited to what
I think
we
you're
have?
limited to what you have.
Okay.
Right, because we have the same volume of tomatoes.
Yeah, that seems true. Yeah, and you gotta like be limited by how much like good stuff you have. Okay, this is fair. Oh, it smells good. What do you have the cumin over there?
Yeah.
Can I have it?
Well, after you're done with it.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do we have cardamom in this house?
Yeah. I also have that.
God damn it!
Tiger Uppercut says tomato fight, question mark?
Yeah, tomato fight.
Okay.
We did the tomato taste test, and now we're doing the, whatchamacallit?
Cook-off?
Cook-off, yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna keep it a little more different. I'll do a more kind of like Italian.
No, you can do it.
No, I mean for the structure because this other one's gonna. Coriander, not baby.
So I can see how pro you guys are. You're all seasoning without using measuring.
I don't know if that's pro. I think that's just lazy.
I just feel like it's like not like a pro thing for me. It's just like it's incorrect to measure. Like it's a different.
Alright, I gave you the cumin and coriander.
Okay, thank you.
Or cardamom, whatever the one that was at the top is.
Yeah. You also have the pepper, the pepper flake.
I think I dropped that off. If not, I put it back.
Okay.
I might have put it back.
Yeah, I see it. I'll get it. Cool. One time at the co-op I lived in, we found a moth living in the red pepper flakes, which was concerning that they could eat that.
Oh, so other really easy way that James could tell that the two dishes are going to be different is I hate peppers.
Oh, interesting.
I really hate peppers, so no dish of mine would have peppers in them.
What do you hate about them? Because you seem like such a lover of other members of the Nightshade family.
They taste bad, and then the red ones look like tomatoes, and then you eat it, and it's a gross pepper, and you're very sad.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I guess the other bonus part of this is that the guinea pigs are going to enjoy the pepper scraps.
Yeah. Yeah, see, the guinea pigs love bell peppers. It's like one of their favorites.
Oh, we don't have a lot of cumin. This is going to be...
Oh, no, I have another
Oh,
cumin
good. Okay.
container.
God bless.
Well, it sort of says we had bi-yearly engineering competitions at my school that I crushed.
Oh, those are fun. The fellowship that I'm in, the Hertz Fellowship, often has engineering challenges. And I see what you mean about like arbitrary problem solving now.
Yeah, that was just salt without measuring and just shook out of the thing, which was maybe a little bit on the edge as the map would move, but...
Alright, time to crack some eggs.
Oh, I gotta remember if I have the salty tomatoes. Hold on.
Where's my white pepper? Where is...
White pepper and black pepper?
Tastes different?
Yeah, black pepper is, white pepper's kind of dustier and more
It's a
mustardy.
square, like, container, I think. Unless you put it in.
Ah, here it is. I think we got more white peppers. I think I was worried about them. Eggos. Bowl. Excuse me.
Yeah, get in there.
Do we try to get a close-up of your pro egg twisting technique?
Sure. I can also
But
crack
is it-
eggs.
You're taller.
Oh, yeah, right.
I can also crack eggs with one hand. I don't know if
I'll
that's
get the
part of the
laptop.
technique.
That seems pretty pro. Alright, so now we're gonna get all the spices in the shakshuka.
Oh, one-handed.
I hope the taste testers are okay. How okay are the taste testers with spice?
Well, they better because I just dumped a bunch of cayenne in there.
Okay. Now we're going.
I did my one-handed flex. Now I'm back to two-hand. Unless the... I guess I can flex it more.
What happens if somebody redeems Cooking Stream now, right now?
Well, fuck off!
I'm gonna open another can of tomatoes and do the, I think we gotta do the stretch goals things. Okay, now we're just gonna put a ton of leaves in here.
Cracking eggs is such a satisfying experience.
Ugh, I love it.
Wow, that is so many eggs.
No broken yolks.
Whoa.
Impressive.
Alright.
Yeah, get in there. But give it back to me when you're done, because I want that.
Adding the seasoning straight from the container.
I don't know why you think this is more. This is so pro. This is literally just like. Oh, is this yours for water?
Oh, no, that's yours.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just witnessing this furiously bubbling menace next to me here. Okay, now I'm gonna start to need to get a second cooking implement.
White pepper is the right version, says Ava.
compared to black pepper.
Yeah.
We also don't have like legit black pepper. We only have the we don't have grounds. We only have ground and not like the corns. So
Black pepper is unripe and then sun dried.
Oh, that's so cool. Interesting. There's also some other colors, right? Like there's like a green and like a
Pink and yeah.
oh really?
Yeah. I get the like green, pink, black peppercorn blend at Trader Joe's because it's better than their black pepper.
yeah, it's good.
You guys should check out the Hidden Bell stuff.
What I got here is we got the shakshuka set up, which is basically some tomato with some onions and some bell pepper and a whole lot of leaves. I was simmering in the back with some cumin, some cardamom, some salt, pepper tomatoes, and then soon they gotta get down just a little more transparent before that happens.
We have Lily's extremely bubbling.
Oh yeah, I should maybe check on how's the boy going?
Oh, these burners are not equivalent. I understand. It's because Lily's got the power boil burner also.
Oh really?
Yeah, so this is gonna take a little longer for me.
Oh.
So if the dish is called eggs in purgatory, is this the hell phase? It's boiling too heavily?
Yeah. Wow, these are going to look very different.
Yeah, like I said. I think that we don't need to worry about confusing them.
Let's see. How did the mount up here go?
And then, yeah. Whoa. Oh, you hold it. Hold it.
I think I got more white pepper, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah.
Here's the more weapons.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I remember I bought some because I was also looking at that and being concerned.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take a break to have some green beans.
Oh, that's a good shot. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, that is pretty good. But I guess the prep stations are off screen. That's like the thing you do to get like a cool second camera. So now I'm going to take all the stems off these so that we don't end up with the situation that you end up with from the Signature Select diced tomatoes.
I'm gonna switch burners actually because this situation makes me a little nervous.
Yeah, that's a little frightening.
Ava says, Jesus Christ, get a pepper grinder. Then you can grind into the giant cheap bags of pepper and also a quality of life increase.
I feel you, Ava. I have also had the issue with this kitchen. There is no pepper grinder, and pre-ground pepper just tastes like dust, basically.
It also like comes out way too quickly, so I get a ton of pepper dust.
Well, that's because it's in the bay leaves container.
Yeah, everything about it is bad. No offense.
You guys can invest in your own.
Yeah, actually, no, I literally went and bought like fucking sumac today, and I didn't buy a pepper grinder, so I've got no excuse.
Do you know what sumac is, James? Not the Stanford University mathematics competition.
So funny.
I mean, also not the poison variety. I've heard about the poison variety.
Yeah,
I've not
it's
heard
on
about the
poison sumac. It's a spice.
I'm trying to remember if I put a garlic or onions in here, but I don't think I do. I think I just... Yeah. Probably there's a way to make the tomato eggs more fancy. Maybe it's the chopped scallions, they need a break, so...
Aw, sad.
I feel that I'm usually pro giving the scallions a break, and you're just like chop chop, and now they're all dead.
That's so sad.
And now when it matters, when it's a heated competition.
Will your scallions be there for you?
Yeah. I mean, they're coming back. They're coming back. They're growing a little bit.
The chives are coming in.
The chives are so thin. That's very cute.
things. It's gonna take a long ass time to boil down. Where's the backup cumin?
It's in a big one.
The big one. Heck yeah, that's the right way to have it.
It's a big red one, I think.
Nice. It's a lot of egg. Oh, I guess it's a lot of tomato
It's
too.
a lot of tomato.
Your thinking behind using those tomatoes for that dish is that they're the dish relies more heavily on the flavor of the tomatoes.
Well, no, right? Because, like, the eggs in purgatory. I think it's because I have more faith that the eggs in purgatory will taste nicely because I have cooked them with signature select or Kirkland signature before. So.
Nice.
Could have even gone for more eggs. Put some more just this, just in case. Maybe I'll over-season it. But...
I'm gonna really put like a stupid amount of cumin in here. It's gonna be great. This one keeps trying to run away from the burner.
Okay, yeah, I'm done with one dish.
Damn. Well, I guess you do win speed. Yeah, actually, the speed with which you cook that does, like, I understand more things knowing that, like, you like the taste of raw tomatoes. Because, like, I feel like I wouldn't make this, because, like, I would be like, you gotta, like, cook the taste of them being in a can out of them.
I see.
But,
not sure how to do this with burner space.
I can sort of
How many eggs do you need?
probably, like, 7 or 8.
Okay. Right behind you?
Yep. Are you okay?
Yeah.
They're heating up in the tomato fandom. I feel like eggs are a real kind of like secret ingredient of tonight.
Yeah.
Like if this is like, it's not like tomatoes, the secret ingredient is like, it's tomato iron chef, and eggs are the secret ingredient.
Yeah. What, do both of your dishes require eggs as well? Or?
No.
Okay.
I'm the cheater. I'm doing a completely eggless dish.
I don't know if that's cheating or not.
Yeah, it wasn't explicitly against the rules, it was just breaking a pattern.
I see.
I feel that I am showcasing canned tomatoes in the wide variety of roles that they can take up.
I think that I can just make 10 different dishes with tomato and egg and rice in them.
Also,
Really?
do you all have the venting fan on?
Oh, that's a good point.
No, just only tomato vapor. Let us inhale.
Take a look at this is the finished egg rice?
Yeah, or
Or
tomato egg.
tomato egg, yeah.
I think if we had scallions, I would have put some scallions on that. And you want 7 or 8?
I'm gonna say 7. But, like, don't count me on that.
Okay, I'm just gonna put, because I want to clean up some.
Okay, solid. Yeah, I'll do that, and then if I crack them and I need more, I'll get more.
Excuse me?
Yep, get in there. This is also like a pan gang versus pot gang.
I think it's just more showcasing that our house doesn't have, like, reasonable... We only have 2 reasonable pans.
Yeah, I feel that. Oh, this is super different from how I do this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I do that because, like,
You had, again.
But said without surprise, this is super different from how I do this.
Alright, I'm done.
Damn, okay, I'm gonna be a while longer.
Alright.
If that's alright, if you want to hang out with me on the cooking stream.
I mean, they have to.
So I guess Lily wins for Tiny, though.
Yeah, pretty solidly for sure. Oh, it's over there. Hold on a second.
Yeah, with 2 burners, thing's a little brittle. This first one's like frying my hand off when I'm stirring the second one.
Oh, that's why I switched, I guess.
Yeah, well, like, I do both at the same time, so... It's just kind of ripperoo no matter what way you look at it.
I'll move the pans to give a little bit more room to work with. Oh, this fan is just blowing hot air.
Oh no! Love that.
Excuse me? Oh, that is...
hazard to add into the segment of this kitchen.
That is a whole thing. Frightening.
Oh. My beer.
Yeah, get it.
How is everyone on Twitch chat media?
How rare find viewers at home.
Oh. Trying to check it out. Trying to debug all of the issues. The video feed just might be completely frozen.
Oh no. Not good.
Oh no, it was going. It is very lagged. Well, what can you do?
Yeah, I am gonna move these corners so I stop recording myself. Reasonable.
Well, I'm gonna go cool off in the other room, sorry.
Yeah, that seems legit.
Oh.
You keep testing it and you realize, like, you think it's bad, but you don't know why, and then you realize it's because you never put any salt in it. This is the lid that is frustratingly close to being the right size for this pot, but it's not. Where's the actual lid, boys? I think I found it.
Oh, okay, great.
I appreciate that, though. Okay. I'm at the part where I'm putting eggs into my shakshuka if you guys want to witness this. But no pressure to be in this horrible room.
When you're what? What's the shakshuka?
I'm putting the eggs in.
Oh, you're putting 7 eggs into this?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you also do the pocket thing, whereas I just like,
Yeah.
eggs will go wherever.
John Grosson taught me the pocket thing.
I see.
But I think it's cute.
I like the pocket thing is the correct thing to do in this area.
Yeah, 7 seems ambitious.
No, that's like pretty normal.
Okay.
Where I usually do this. I mean, like, this is like nice and everything, but I feel like we can make one more happen just for fun. Just for shits and giggles. Where's the lid at? It's still got flour on it. Alright, Margot's gonna seal this boy up. Let it live its life. Oh my gosh, is this stressful? It's not gonna bring you great pain. Alright, I got one dish down.
This looks good. Oh, come on.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Put a leaf from the plant to them to make them look aesthetic.
No, still have furniture. Is that the sumac that's chopped up there?
No, that's just parsley. The sumac is... Boy. But then again, it use the secret ingredient for this.
You want one of the bowl holders? For the last pot holding space?
I'll just use the pot holders. Like, I'll put one of the pot holders.
No, I mean, I'm going to use the puppet.
No, but I'll use one of those boys.
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna make the sumac perfect soon. go. It's not that thing.
It's funny because I can see what you're doing. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I forgot to add cheese to mine.
Fuck, you can still do it.
I mean, is it still hot? I don't think it's hot enough.
Oh yeah, yours are all gonna have disadvantage that time to cool down because they took so long. Oh, that's sad.
I mean, I can heat it up a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems good because this is gonna need a little time to cool down before someone can eat it, so. This is such a good spread, though.
You have to say that I don't think you're winning a presentation.
Well, that's why I was saying I was gonna win out of the Twitch stream audience. I don't know if they taste good, but they look fancy. Honestly, I end this challenge even more impressed with the Great British Bake Off people or Iron Chef people or whoever.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like there's like a lot of constraints, like making sure your stuff comes out on time, or like knowing that you have the right amount of ingredients beforehand, or like...
I mean, don't they have assistant chefs to help out with some of that?
Yeah, maybe. I guess they don't show you everything. It's not uncut. Like, raw and honest and from the heart like our Twitch stream is. Oh man, you can get like the little URL up there. I can put my recipes up on the URL now also.
Yeah, it's a Google Doc, so...
Yeah, okay. If I get my computer from you.
Yeah, if you just send it to me, then,
Yeah. Did you write up like how to do yours?
Not yet.
Okay.
I was gonna do it, like, later.
Oh, I see.
Alright, hopefully this heated up. Oh. This is gorgeous.
Thanks.
I can't...
Like, seriously, the thing I said is completely true, that I, like, my main goal in all cooking, and I gear all of my cooking to look really good, like, above to taste really good.
I see.
Like, this is why I really think that, like, a cooking vlog is the medium for me, is because I'm great at making food that looks great if you can't taste it.
Alright. I'm gonna hope these are warmed up enough.
Yeah, sorry about that, too.
I think Lily is definitely in the all recipes school, having a giant plain text file of instructions.
Yeah. I wrote an illustrated cookbook once also.
I still have to give you credit though, because you did pay me the highest compliment I've ever received about my cooking, which was that everything at this dinner party tastes like it could be served at Valhalla.
Yeah. I feel that because I also cook from this style. Like, I have no patience for, like, that dainty French shit. Like, I can only make a thing that's, like, hearty and you eat with, like, a slab of bread.
Wait, French food could be really heavy
burger,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just focused making something like that. I don't know.
Cuisine.
Yeah. Constant day or whatever.
Oh, we have a ladybug that's in the
Whoa! You can let it get the other bugs.
Maybe we should let it live next to my okra, because I think something is eating the leaf.
Oh, that's so
it looks
smart.
like an insect and not an animal.
Alright, so now I gotta figure out. Oh, you're toasty.
Oh boy. Guess he's way on the top there, yeah. Oh, that's my legs.
I didn't want to have a fan up there while you guys are cooking, so that's where I guess can't get in the way.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Can I steal an outlet from your?
Yes, you can.
Steal your cold air.
Yeah. There's one like right inside the door there. Oh, I can make my fan go this way too. Here's stuff. With our powers combined.
We have a tornado. Can you really crank this?
That's cranked.
No, it's.
That was enough. Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, now we're
Right, what's the?
Okay. It's not my legs anymore. Would put like, can that clip or is it just?
It's not really a clip.
I think you want to get it a little higher so you can see the food from above. I see the bias. The bias!
Oh, you can't see your food. Hold on, let me plug this in.
You can't see anyone's food now, or now are you happy?
Here, I need the stool.
Yeah. Honestly, this is like very pretty with all the like red things and black pots. And people used to make fun of me a lot for making stoplight dinners. Because you have 3 pots and one of them's red and one of them's yellow.
Oh, there we go.
And green. Oh, that's perfect. That's so good. Ah, I would definitely eat everything from this flavor.
Alright. So you're the judge. You want to make some comments about...
yeah, it's right, it's right here.
Here next to my beer.
Okay. I'm getting... I'll probably get another beer. What? Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, is that peaches?
Yeah.
I feel like that was the missing ingredient in tonight's bake-off.
Yeah, we were someone, that's what we said that someone could, spend cooking stream money to make us have to do a tomatoes and peaches recipe.
Linster says sour blues.
For what?
I don't know if this is about the beer or about...
Oh yeah, that seems plausible to me.
Great! Everybody who wasn't the people who told me they were going to be late have picked up their peaches.
Woo!
Okay. Alright. Quinstra is excited to see... Okay, so any comments?
I think
before-
I want to arrange them by ratio of how much egg to how much tomato.
Okay. This has 1.5...
This is the most egg to tomato, clearly,
Yes.
I think.
This
I
is the
think
least
it's-
egg to tomato.
Yeah, this is definitely comes down to this end.
Wait, and I think this is...
I think that's correct. Yeah, that's gotta be there, and then...
Lily likes you like your eggs much runnier than Hidabel, and like generally your
Yeah, I
Lily
like
just
these
seem a
so
lot more
runny.
like a really firm and green eggs and mates. Yeah, but like this yours are very liquid compared to the
I'm actually kind of surprised that even after the like
Yeah.
reheating, like they're still fairly liquid.
Yeah,
like
it's pretty impressive.
I'm sad that the like fourth one got
Oh, was the fourth one in there?
the fourth one like
I didn't
collapsed.
realize there was a fourth egg.
Any other comments?
Yeah, I don't like egg yolks when they're runny.
Oh come on, that's the best part!
I don't know, I just have like a thing against them.
I feel like you could really use it some cream in yours. That's I think one of the big weaknesses of like this.
Like presentation? Yeah, like actually no, the scallions would have gone in this one.
Yeah.
Would have been
Yeah,
like,
honestly,
the
it's just like a
scallions.
cheaty thing because like red and green look so good together because like the complementary color shit.
I mean, yeah, I think this is also like my upbringing culinarily, but I'm much more used to seeing herbs and things. Like, yeah, even thyme, although I guess thyme is more like.
Yeah, James and I were talking about this. It's like I don't really have a sense for herbs.
Yeah,
at all.
yeah.
Like I have a favorite spice, but I don't really have a favorite.
Yeah,
herb.
remember you were saying that when like I moved into the house, they were like, yeah, like all the green spices have just like not been touched.
I said all the white spices. Thank you very much.
Yeah, there's the chives from chivy grits. So that's how we're growing more.
My credit card is in my pocket. Look for the back.
I'm very curious to see how the mint turns out in the
Green bean stuff.
green bean stuff. Yeah. Is the mint just purely a garnish, or is there also mint
No,
inside it?
there's not mint. There's not more mint in it, but you can put more mint on it if you like.
I think one thing that's funny is that like
Serving suggestion.
these are so yellow
Yeah.
compared to these. Like it's
I
like
love the colors of this.
really?
Yeah.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, I think this is really visually pleasing to me.
Thank you. Like I feel like there's something like deserty about these.
Yeah,
compared to,
that's what I like about that. It looks like a lava flow.
Okay. All right. So how do we do this?
I need so many poles.
Okay.
That's what the 4th of July is for.
I think what we maybe need to get a plate and make like
That's
four
what I was
sections on the
thinking.
plate actually.
So let's see.
Yeah.
What's the one that has the least liquid in it?
Probably the green bean.
Actually, this
I
one
actually
doesn't have-
think it's gonna be one of these. I think the green beans are gonna get a little runny.
the sauce is a good part for this, but it's like for a rice. So I mean, I'll put this one here.
Yeah, no, I really like fresh herb cooking. I feel like I know how to do fresh herbs much before I knew how to do like dried spices, and I really had to figure out dried spices.
And I think the Dutch oven can stand up to the metal spoon better than any of the other ones. You can use the metal serving spoon for the Dutch oven.
I would rather use these boys.
Okay.
We also have I see. I understand now.
Well, you have a wooden spoon in there.
You should just use this from this point.
Oh,
that's
that's a
what
good
I
point.
started
That's a good point. Yeah, yeah.
with. If you find the lid to the cardamom.
I mean, this was all. No, there's no lid.
Oh, okay. So well, that makes me feel better that I didn't lose it.
Alright, this was the spoon that I used to cook. Okay.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's seasoned. There's also more parsley if anyone wants some of it. It's like not too much.
I know you like big.
Maybe I like big
Do we not have any more big boy plates?
The big boy plate is
Okay.
there. Okay.
You just like bowls.
I like bowls.
I also like
Also, I feel like
bowls.
small boy plates go up here. I don't know. Weird difficulties with this.
I'll just use like small plate.
You can use the big bowl.
That's
You want the
my
bowl
bowl,
with,
but like I think the flavors will combine.
Yeah, okay.
So, okay. No, you're the judge. You're the judge. You get first dibs. No.
Yeah, get the best bits.
I appreciate how Julia was like, taking a bit too long.
So sad. Julia, you should take 2 days of your cooking. Also, Julia, this is taking too long.
God, this is really the cool zone right here.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm
Oh.
blocking it. Rude.
Yeah, when I was watching from the other stream, for this Twitch stream from the other room, it seemed like it was working again.
Okay, nice.
So I think it's probably just like, I don't know, maybe someone is watching Netflix or something. The vicissitudes of the streaming situation is always...
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so excited to eat just a giant plate of Bavarian eggs and tomatoes.
I mean, it's certainly going to be better than eating a giant bowl of tomatoes.
Yeah, this is like the
Of various tomatoes.
The first half of the episode I had to work through to get to the thing.
I think it's important though. I think like having that objective ranking like makes us appreciate more.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think now that when I was cooking, I was thinking way more about like what like the way the tomatoes was doing. Like I thought so much more about like do I need to put different amounts of salt in these dishes because the tomatoes are different.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Wow, that's a lot of pressure.
It doesn't mean it's good, man. Doesn't mean it's good.
Oh, what was I?
Do you want to move the camera?
I'm actually pretty decently hungry now, so this is good.
Now that we're no longer drowning in crepes.
Yeah.
Bless our heart. It's...
Light gradient. You're going to shoo away the flies.
Yeah.
One of the flies got trapped in the compost bin, so either we're going to get a lot more flies or the fly is going to die.
Oh no!
Wait, what did you say?
There's a fly trapped in the compost bin, apparently.
He did not want to leave. It's not my best ever.
Oh, it probably is because, like, when I kill flies, I put them in the compost bin, so one was probably, like, more alive than I thought it was.
Oh boy.
No, I get this is a fly thing that's under its own power.
No, I should have put these two next to each other because they're too similar looking.
Alright, so now we try. You talk first.
Okay.
About what you feel.
Now that we're out of the pots, I can start sniffing them directly. I feel like there's no surprises for me from your tomato and egg and your shark eggo and burger or whatever.
Unsurprisingly, you know what my dishes look like. Can you see what Twitch chat says? The most recent one.
I think it's when you're moving the camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so Lily, I feel like she did not putting bell peppers and eggs in purgatory.
Damn it!
Like, I don't know why you hate bell peppers, it's just because you love tomato too much.
I do feel like they're a little too close, and that's why I feel it's important to get the yellow bell peppers, is because they're like significantly different.
Yeah, I have a vendetta against red bell pepper because it looks too similar to tomato.
The texture of the egg and the egg tomato thing slaps.
No, thanks.
So good. They're so fluffy. Is that because you like whip the hell out of them?
Yeah, that's from the good beating, yeah. And then also, like, while the eggs are still a little, like, undercooked, you put in the tomatoes,
Nice.
so they kind of, like, really mix in the flavor.
Yeah, I like that about them.
I think one thing that's really interesting of having them, or I don't know if you want to say anything more, but one thing that's really interesting about having them all back to back is that the spices of your dishes really overpowered the like white pepper flavor of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Which is interesting. I wasn't expecting that because I was like, wow, these taste so bland. But I know like they like taste real good, especially over rice. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the flavor of like the ones you made was like it was more like in the after kick than I thought. Like there were a lot of like take a bite of them and I'm like, oh, this tastes like eggs and tomato, or like this tastes, and then later you're like, whoa, like it's got a little spicy.
Were you using paprika at all?
No.
Okay. See, this is I think what I think makes my eggs and purgatory very different from either of these. That I use a ton of paprika, a ton of chili powder.
Oh yeah, that's totally different from the way I've done it.
Yeah, I really like that like back spice feeling for the
Yeah.
for my shakshuka.
Beat.
The
backbeat.
I see the taste in that the peppers are giving to your shakshuka, but I still like my own.
Yeah. See, like, the reasons I like this shakshuka recipe, in, like, my opinion, is that, like, I like that it gives the eggs, like, a sort of, like, kind of like a poached, like, kind of texture. And I like that you really, like, burn those peppers and onions on the bottom and get, like, the caramelize and, like, those, like, carcinogen taste.
Oh, I see, that's why you wanted the Dutch oven.
Yeah. That's what I think is important, is that I think the bottom has to, like, be able to burn, but has to be able to take it. Because if you do this on, like, a different pan, it either, like, it doesn't burn or it burns, but it'll, like, burn to the bottom of the pan, and then you'll be like, ugh.
Okay, I think I now understand, like, that back taste for the eggs in purgatory, for mine. I'll call them eggs in purgatory just to distinguish. But for eggs in purgatory, that back taste is really what I need to, like, get out of a hangover.
Oh, interesting.
Because it's like, oh, like, you know, it tastes good going down, and then it's like, oh, I need to get water, I need to, like, you know, wake up a little bit more.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, I'm curious what your favorite is. I have a clear favorite out of all of these.
I think it's the Medieval's shakshuka that my clear favorite here.
Okay. Mine's Mahidabel's green beans. I really like the green beans.
I'm glad you like the green beans. I think these came out really well. This is like way better cooked than I usually get the beans. Because the timing on them is really hard. Because they're like totally one of those things, right? You like put them in and then like they start to get good and you're like, I think they need to be on a little bit longer. But then like by the time you take them off, they're gonna have like overcooked.
What's your favorite?
I think that, like, it's hard for me not to just be like, oh, I fucking like my shakshuka because I'm, like, perfecting this. But I also really like the egg tomato thing.
Oh, okay. I'm very surprised.
This is, like, a perfect scrambled egg in my book. Like, this is, like, what I want. Like, the way the eggs are in this is, like, exactly what I want out of, like, scrambled eggs.
Okay. I'm really surprised by that because I do feel like I'm gonna love eating this, like, leftovers, but like right now with all of these other like heavily spiced dishes, it's like really bland compared to everything else.
It's like a texture thing too, though.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
I feel like when I like think about scrambled eggs, I think like more liquid in them, like they add the water, add the milk to it to make them fluffier. Because I imagine scrambled eggs is like very fluffy.
Oh.
Because I think I also tend to cook my green beans a little softer than this when I'm cooking myself. Like I do it a par fry and then I steam.
Yeah.
Or like add water and then cover.
I really love these green beans. They came out really well.
Dude, if you love these green beans, you should fucking go to the Middle East when they reopen and get the green beans there because they're like this, but like a billion times better.
So I'm sorry, this is the Middle East en masse. I have it in Southwest Asia.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the restaurant, the bar, the club, the sensation.
For some reason, the last time you were talking about it, I parsed this as like, oh, you went to like Lebanon or whatever, and it had this food.
Yeah, confusing like,
when they open again, like, you know, after coronavirus.
Yeah, what's confusing of them to just name their restaurant after a geographical region? Like. Nah, I'm like not the kind of foodie though who would be like, yeah, you gotta do international travel for food. Like,
I will say though that like sushi in Japan is like holy shit. Like that is another level.
Yeah, no, I mean I'd say like holy shit about it, but I wouldn't be like, hey, my conversational partner, you should book a plane ticket right now for thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's fair. That's just a dick move.
Right, like.
Alright, I'm curious how your eggs turned out in your shakshuka. How they compare to mine.
Wait, did you not get the eggs in that one?
No, I just ate the surrounding.
Oh, I see. I definitely feel like there's a funny kind of temperament here that I feel like I like things in general, just kind of like more cooked than I feel like you do. That like I like the like I mean, I guess the timing kind of reflects this, but like I really like when like tomatoes are like cooked a lot, and I really like the eggs like when they're like pretty solid.
Yeah, I'm like, these would be really good if they were runny.
Yeah.
That version of this exists.
Yeah. I still like my shakshuka.
And I guess a related poll is how much time do you hard-boil an egg for?
10.5 minutes.
What? That's too
Okay,
long!
yeah.
That's way too long!
So I like started out at 9 and then got like bullied down to like 8 or 7. And like my roommate is like a 6, 5.5 person.
Yeah. Honestly, I do 10.5, but what I do is I boil it and I turn it off and I do 10.5.
There's so much spice in it that when I was like protesting, it went up my nose.
Yeah, I have like a long history with accidentally making shakshukas too spicy and just having to eat them.
It's not like hot spicy, it's like spicy. It literally just went all up my nose.
Oh my god. No.
If you have any green in your hard-boiled egg, you did it wrong. The ideal hard-boiled
Yeah, no, if there's green, it's like, when you do it for like 10.5 minutes that way, it like comes out as sort of like the edges of it are sort of like light yellow and the center of it's kind of dark yellow, but it's all pretty solid.
The best is like the ramen style egg where it's like almost runny, like just that's like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, like that kind of thing is like what I aim for.
I think this is interesting because like eating your shakshuka against my shakshuka, I finally understand like what the bell pepper is doing, like what taste of bell peppers add. Because I recognize this from a lot of other stuff, and I'm like, it does add something, but I don't need it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
You never let me like make gumbo or jambalaya with bell pepper, do you?
Yeah, I do.
When we were cooking with your parents?
I think so.
Okay. It's like we were cooking in Berkeley, we were like, can we substitute it out, please?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think one thing that I like about it is it's kind of similar to a tomato, but it's a very different texture from the tomato, so it's like, I'm breaking it up.
I tasted a really intense off flavor when I eat a pepper.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I also don't really like I'm okay with them if they're cooked, like if the flavor's in there, but like eating one, like biting into one when it's cooked. Same with celery, I just really don't like it.
I wonder if it's like there's one of those like chemicals that people parse differently in them or something. It's like there's one of those that's in sort of like a Brussels sprout broccoli type things.
Yeah, I just had a pepper and I was like, it's just an
What does it taste like that's bad?
Kind of mealy. I don't like.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I can see. I think I can start to see what you mean.
I think it's a bitterness, maybe. I don't know.
I always thought that the bell pepper, or the Brussels sprouts thing was you first got exposed to them via like a very horrible regional American cuisine, like Midwestern or like 1950s New Age or whatever that like cooks them wrong, and that's why like people think they're bad.
Yeah.
Like I started eating them like via like toss them with a lot of bacon and like it makes them fine.
Just oil and a little salt.
Yeah.
That's good. Alright, I'm going for the green.
Do it.
I guess since I like my shakshuka, I need to go for the egg. Since you Philistines don't appreciate
Oh, the
it.
whole point of this was that I was also gonna get some of the kidney and the green beans.
Oh no, it's split! Ah!
Oh my god, I forgot that I made quiche this morning. There's gonna be so much food in the fridge.
How do you not like runny eggs? They're so good.
There's something about, the way they hit me in the back of the throat. Like, that they, like, cling to, like, the top of your soft palate. That, like, gives me a kind of gag reflex.
Interesting.
Well, it's just bad because I really like the way they taste and everything, and I, like, wish I liked them, but it's just, like, there's kind of, like, a fundamental, like, physiological thing that, like...
Well, we also do have space in the fermentation fridge, right?
Yeah, we do. I'll probably move the vegetables, I think. Actually, no, they probably will be the most susceptible to freezing issues.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just fatty goodness. I think I like that mouth coating sensation because it's like my whole mouth is just fat.
Yeah. I in general don't really like when stuff like sticks to my teeth.
Oh, I don't notice that sensation unless it's like fibers in between my teeth.
Oh yeah. I feel like I like notice like a lot when a thing like is it like ends up on like the back of your teeth. Or, like that's like a mouthfeel, but like.
We also have a very good camera angle for like looking at only our plates and legs. Because none of us have any camera except our plates.
Yeah.
Alright, we're doing this.
I think from like the analysis point of view, I think this is another thing that I like Twitch cooking streams for, is this like post-mortem discussion.
Yeah, I don't usually like do this on like.
Well, I mean, even for like normal cooking shows, right?
Yeah.
Like, even though I think like nobody actually watches a Twitch stream and like follows the recipes on real time, but also does anybody follow the like recipes for cooking shows real time?
Well, they cut them so you don't have to.
Right, but like in this one, it's like it's possible to actually.
Oh, yeah.
Like I really liked when we were doing the cursed chocolate mayo stream, that there was just a period of time of like, oh shit, we used the wrong cooking vessel to cook it. So now we have to wait another like 15 minutes for it to like hopefully cook down, and it was just James and I trying to kill time. Like I really
Yeah,
liked
you never
that
see
moment.
that stuff in like cooking shows.
Because it's like, oh, here's the one that we prepared that's already at this stage. Let's go look over here.
Right.
And like it's probably like poorly paid interns or whatever doing
And they're just like doing it in post, and you're not seeing like them having weird banter when they're like.
No, yeah, I remember the one time, it was a time in TL's class where she was like, go look at a Twitch stream that's not games.
Yeah.
And like explore Twitch Creative for a bit. And I wound up on cooking stream. And I just remembered the like, we caught it like right when the guy was about to finish and he was like, oh, and here's the wine pairing that I've done. And like, you know, just chatting about like the experience, like whatever. And that was pleasant. Yeah. I think it's funny that like cooking is very combative for you because like when I stream cooking it's very much just like here's like it feels more Twitch IRL to me.
Huh.
You know?
I feel like it feels more combative to me than video games.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a hot take. Ugh.
I don't know, I feel like I cook like you know like all those shonen anime about cooking, like the bread making one?
I actually want to watch the Food Wars one. Because I see a lot of gifs from it, and it looks really good.
Yeah. Like, Katate Japan. Like, I feel like I want to cook like those people. Like...
Do you want another beer?
What did you say the beer pairing with this is? Or is this my job?
I think the dark beer was really good for these very hearty dishes.
Yeah, I feel like you want something that's like not that sour, because like these are that sour.
Mm-hmm.
Like something like kind of hoppier, probably.
I don't do hops, so.
You know?
That's a mistake. Moving
Hops?
over this. You not doing hops.
Huh?
You not doing hops is the mistake.
I think it's related to the vegetable stuff of like, I'm not super into bitter things.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. You know, the tomatoes you described as bitter, that like I like that didn't occur as a word for me. So,
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, like I'm wondering if like you're like more sensitive to it, or.
Yeah, I feel like I know I'm undersensitive to bitter. Like oversensitive to sweet. Like I habitually have the sweetener in any recipe I see without even trying it normal first. And like, yeah.
That's another thing I was thinking about these recipes is I think that a thing that really comes out in my cooking of tomatoes is like really like sweet things. Like I feel like that's part of why I like to cook tomatoes so long as I'm just like
Interesting.
I want this to be sugar.
No, because seriously, like, whenever I do the Marcella Hazan pasta sauce, I'm always like, I don't know why she always wants you to just cook it for so long. Like, it's done already, you know? And so
Yeah.
I always end up just cooking it, like, just cooking it for as long as it takes for me to do the pasta.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of, like, she goes, like, way long for the
Yeah.
pasta sauce.
I also go way long on pasta sauce.
Yeah.
My roommates are big into going way along in the pasta sauces and the bolognese.
I mean, how much difference was there? Like 15 to 30 minutes between these dishes, or?
Yeah, like somewhere in that range.
Okay.
And that was sort of the quick version of a lot of these, because I was getting kind of like, oh, I'm not gonna make people just like watch me cook this down for an hour. Like, there have been past times that I've done this beans thing where I've really given the tomatoes like about an hour before putting the beans in.
Okay.
Like, you can do it. And I think the two things that I like about that is, I think first of all, I like that it makes it sweeter, and second of all, I like that it like really like cooks the water out of it.
Yeah. So the way that also that I was able to parallelize this was so well was that this dish just requires you to, for me, like, I only cook this down until like the liquid is pretty much gone.
Yeah.
And I don't even usually do that when I do it. Like, this is more of like, this is the fancy eggs in purgatory.
Damn.
And then for this dish, the eggs soak up a lot of the liquid.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's part of what I like so much.
I think that's the secret to that, because like, literally tomorrow, like, eat this over rice, and it's so good.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's funny. Do you know the stereotypes about this dish, though?
Nah.
The stereotype about this dish is that this is the tomato egg is the dish that the parents, Chinese parents, teach you, so you don't starve in college.
That's funny.
Yeah, because they're like, I guess it's the equivalent of like the American mac and cheese or whatever, because it's like, if, as long as you can cook this dish, like, you will not...
That's what actually, when I was in Barcelona, actually, it was the same way, that like, I was visiting like a Spanish exchange thing, that like nobody really knew how to like deal with like me being vegetarian, because like they just like eat a lot of meat in Spain, and so like they were all like, but we know that this kid can eat tomatoes and eggs, and they would just constantly be like, tomato egg tort, like tomato egg tort, like.
Huh.
Yeah, that's the big thing I learned before growing up was pancakes. And like cookies.
You can't survive just on pancakes.
I was never really, I don't recall ever learning any like surviving recipe. And then like I learned fried okra because we were.
I also did have this experience that like pancakes was like the thing that like when your parents like when you were really little and you were like, I want to learn to cook and whatever, your parents are like, yeah, like you can help around the kitchen with one dish, like it would be pancakes, like you'd have like you wake up for like brunch or something.
Oh, I was always cutting labor. I was always like cutting
Your
vegetables.
I was also
trusted
carrot
you a
peeling.
lot
I did
more.
a lot of carrot peeling.
Sorry, what did you say?
Your parents trusted you a lot more, I think, than I was.
No, not really, because like a lot of the recipes that I would learn would be like, my dad would be like, stop watching TV, like, come and help me cook, and then proceed not to like give me anything to cook, right?
Yeah.
So then like, I would never like learn hands-on what the recipes were, and instead like, I would write the recipes down, because like, you know, the only ways that I learned how to cook were like, him being like, help me cook, and then him doing everything.
Yeah.
And then also, like, the not measuring anything, so then it was just, like...
Yeah. Like, I very much, like... I don't feel like I ever learned how to measure because, like, no one in my family... Like, my dad bakes bread without measuring. Like my dad baking bread looks like he's just got this pot, he's just got, like... dumping, like, water and flour. And, like, he just grabs the day-old coffee pot and, like, dumps part of that into it. Or, like, just, like, random things.
That's really funny.
And he never, like, whenever it comes up with a good one, you're like, that was amazing, can you make that again? He's like, no, I have no memory of what I did.
Oh. No, yeah, this is not a Chinese thing, this is just, like, my parents' thing of, like, they made this, I think we talked about, I didn't give you the details behind this, but I talked to you a little bit about this, but there's, like, this one dish that I really like, so I call it favorite. And I think it's literally just my parents were like, fuck, like, and they just, like, threw something together. Yeah. But, like, I love this dish so much that, like, I think I ate it from, like, 6 years old to, like, whatever, right?
I think that's kind of cool to have, like your own food ways.
Yeah, and, like, when I make it now, it's, like, super nostalgic.
Yeah.
But, like, it requires a lot of chopping. So that was the thing, they were like, go for it, don't cut yourself.
Lester says this is Swedish pancakes.
Oh, the stereotypical thing?
Yeah.
Man. I guess because pancakes are just poor. I guess?
I think that's partially just, like, Yeah, I think that's partially there's like a lot of ways to customize and upscale them that are fun, but the basic like recipe that's pretty easy. And there's like a lot of it you can let your kids fuck around with. Like you can be like, like, well, I will flip them as the parent or whatever, but like, why don't you make a shape with it? Or like, why don't you put some blueberries on it?
Oh, there was no fun for cooking. There's like, you gotta eat. Like, here's what you gotta do.
There were Mickey Mouse shaped and Saturn shaped pancakes and of course chocolate chip pancakes.
Did Swedish pancakes have any fun stuff? The one time that we did Swedish pancakes, it was really cool because they're like super thin. Yeah.
That's cool. I just make fun of my brother because all he eats in college is lentils. It's like...
I also remember playing around with dyeing rice with food coloring. I think because as a kid I really liked yellow rice, was unaware this is substantially more expensive than other rice, and as we were like dyeing things and like trying to dye purple by adding red and blue, but there was some sort of chemical thing where the red and the blue separated to the opposite ends of the rice.
What? That's really cool.
It was like Accidental America or whatever.
Whoa!
I
It
think
looks like
it's,
the colors are trying to fight each other.
if I were to guess, I would think it's some like chromatography thing.
Yeah.
That like, by soaking it in water in a starchy medium, like, in order to cook the rice, you just did like chromatography using the rice as a substrate.
Yeah, the techniques that I know for like if you want to get like color into rice are usually that you do it like after you cook it, and I wonder if it's like because of that. Because the way I've done this is you like cook the rice and you like let it cool down and you put it in a Ziploc bag with some food color and you just like slam it against the walls for a lot.
So the one dish that like my parents taught me,
Yeah.
I don't think it's even taught. I think they like made fun of like if you subsist on this, we'll make fun of you. It's just white rice, soy sauce, and pork sung. Which if you haven't seen before, is this stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like they're like it'll get you through, but like
Yeah, that does seem kind of like eating mac and cheese.
You describe this as sort of a like grad student like food when you run out of like money or too busy to go cook or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how you describe it to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty true of how like I view this. Like Lawrence used to make a ton of fun of me when I would just resort to this because he's like, this ain't food.
Seems true.
I mean, also, like, street pork sung like really evokes this particular weird kind of beef jerky I had as a kid, which was like shredded, ground up, and like more in this bossy texture. And they ended up packaging that was like clearly designed to pipeline kids towards chewing tobacco. Looking back on it,
Really?
so the
Oh,
packaging
yeah.
was like the same sort of like disc where you open it and you can like chew it, and they're like,
What?
yeah, I was like, how is this even legal packaging?
What?
I'm really impressed that but for American, like anything texture-wise that even approaches like pork sung, like I'm extremely surprised that exists.
I guess this might be a like beef jerky like takes too much effort to chew. Let's shred it up and like sell it as like
That's so
shredded
weird.
beef chew.
The thing that I've seen that's like the gateway drug to chewing tobacco is bubble gum. Like they sell the bubble gum in a tin.
The most fun you can have is arguing about how dark they should be. Yeah, they can be filled with lots of different things. That's one story.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the bubble gum tins are also very nice.
I feel like the other reason
Wait,
that like
for Linster though, I'm actually kind of surprised that you didn't do like a Mickey Mouse thing, but that might just be like an American like 3 circles. This is an easy one to do.
yeah, I didn't ever do a Mickey Mouse one, but we did like shapes and stuff.
Okay. What were you saying about bubblegum?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say about pancakes that I feel like sort of the other thing is that like I associate pancakes a lot with kind of being the kind of thing that you only eat when your whole family is like sitting down to have a nice wholesome meal together. Because like pancakes are like a thing you do on like a Sunday morning brunch when like everyone's not running around, you're spending some time with your kids, like and it's not like a weekday night, you're not like too busy to like teach them how to cook or any of that stuff. So like I feel like there's also like that's at least kind of like in my upbringing was sort of like the role that like I feel like pancakes as a meal like.
I think by being an only child, I think like family dinner was like not as important.
Yeah.
Also, especially because like a lot of the meals were just like sitting in front of the TV.
Yeah.
a lot of people eat a basic vegetable soup with them.
I don't understand.
With the pancakes?
Yeah.
Huh.
I feel like the closest thing that like my family has to favorite is that like my mom has this soup that she calls the hated vegetable soup, and the rules of the soup is you're only allowed to put vegetables that people say that they don't like in it, like lima beans and Brussels sprouts, like turnips, and like stereotypically bad vegetables.
Brussels sprouts in a soup makes me side-eye.
Yeah, it's like a little weird. It's like that's not one of the parts of it I really trust.
I feel
But
like
you just
it's
like
missing
put
carbs.
like tomato paste and water, and then you like go crazy with the hated vegetables.
What's this?
I feel like it's missing carbs.
What's missing carbs?
I guess the beer is the carbs. Our meal.
Yeah,
We
it definitely is.
could also slice some of the like
That's
super
what I-
dense
oh,
sourdough.
Normally what I do is like, if I'm being real fancy, like
Yeah.
I get some bread and I sop up.
Yeah,
this.
that's also so
For yours?
the really pro thing that you do with this is that you get some bread and you like toast the bread, but like in like the way you just like toast it on the stove so it gets like a little burnt and stuff,
wow.
and then you get it.
Yeah, the carb for this is rice, for sure. You say this is bread.
Yeah, it's a bread
This
carb.
is bread.
And that's actually what I got the kitty out for. But it's
Oh.
also could be a rice or like a couscous.
Okay. Oh man. Surprisingly, running out of stuff. Which I was
Couscous is honestly increasingly becoming a carb of choice for me.
surprised how much like we dug into this.
Yeah, actually, like that was like 6 cans of tomatoes.
But also, like, I feel like if Julia was here and hadn't eaten dinner, like, I feel like there'd only be, like, one egg, like, you know,
Yeah.
like...
That's what I was saying about like being surprisingly hungry. Yeah, I thought I was gonna have more leftovers of this, but
And I guess that
totally
the
went.
crepes were a simple carbohydrate, so that you don't feel full from those long term.
They're also, like,
Sugar.
mostly sugar.
Exactly.
Oh my god, the crepes were so good.
So good.
Oh my god.
I'm also glad with Sharon and your chat watching out for our macronutrient balance.
Oh, we also have the cake.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
We can't cut into the cake until Julia gets here, but
Yeah.
like, we do have the cake. Oh.
We used to get pancakes when me and my sister came home from swimming practice.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's cute.
I feel like I'd want something, like, heavier, though, after swimming. I don't know.
So what are your like current things that you go to if you like really don't have any time or energy to cook?
Rice with soy sauce and vinegar and pork sauce. Maybe with an egg cracked in it if I'm really
Yeah.
fancy. And especially now that we're like getting onto furikake, like
Yeah.
this
That stuff seems kind of magic in terms of like how much it makes a thing seem like a real food and not just like you put rice in a bowl. Like,
I mean that's the same thing with pork song of like,
Yeah.
oh, I put protein on it.
yeah.
Yo, this stuff slaps. I might get the sesame and seaweed one for you.
Yeah, I've had that one when
Okay.
I was living with That's how I learned about those when I was living with Nisha for the summer. She always got a bunch of them.
Linster says, my parents said it was because they needed more energy after we had swam, but it goes probably because it was late and they had to make a fast dinner.
Yeah, I buy that because I'm like, you know, the little pancakes is not. Yeah. You know, when everything calms down, Linstra, you really should come to here and have the, like, cultural exchange or crawfish traditions. Like, our friend Rush is actually in Mississippi right now, like, visiting parents and stuff, and I'm just thinking of, like, that cultural exchange really needs to happen. Yo, real talk, why does white America cook seafood so badly?
I have no opinions on this
I'm
because
sorry.
I do not eat it.
It's just like legal seafoods is like, oh, it's so fancy or whatever, and I'm like, this
Yeah,
is...
legal seafood seems like a scam. Like, and not that I have like any direct culinary opinions about this, but just like I cannot imagine it's like all that for like what it costs.
So my theory on legal seafoods is that the vast majority of the like never only eat bad seafood white Americans live pretty far inland, places like Dallas or like I don't know the Midwest or wherever, and like when you get to come to Boston, the like quality of the seafood actually is that much better that
Right.
like cooking it and like pour like
Hello?
grill the steak way or whatever is enough to
Like impress.
impress. Because when you're that far inland and like don't know how to shop for fish yourself, and they would never buy a fish where you could see the eyes on it.
That seems pretty true to me.
It's just like I just go there and I'm like, not only is this a lot of okay, I've not even the illegal seafood when someone else is paying, but it's like not only is this a
I
lot
only
of
went
money.
there like one time for some fancy ass dinner that like my grandfather invited me to.
But not only is this a lot of money, but it just tastes like bad. It's just like you cook this good fish in like the worst possible way.
What's like bad about it?
It's like bland.
Okay, yeah.
It's extremely bland. If you're baking a fish, you're doing it wrong. That's my hot take.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I do feel
Oh,
like...
yeah. Thanks. You're backing me up on this one.
I do feel like my one stands from the while that I was like...
Oh, and you come from a fisherman's family too, so like you. Oh man. Your one stands.
My one stands from the while that I was not fully vegetarian and ate mollusks, is that I do feel like white New England does like trashy fast food of some seafood pretty well. Like I feel like a New England like fried clam or whatever is pretty
No.
solid.
Fried clams is different. Like that
Yeah,
slaps. Yeah.
But I have no opinions on any of the rest of it because I
Unlike fish.
have
Yeah.
not eaten it.
Oh. But you were still like, when I was doing the pan fried fish, you were
Yeah.
like, this looks good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is true.
Okay. I didn't know if that came from any experience.
No, I was just like... I mean, like, vaguely, but not really well enough to remember it. Like,
I see.
I have, like, eaten fish before in my life, just, like... I have not intentionally eaten a fish in the past, like, 12 years or so.
Okay. My parents gave me a recipe for a yellow croaker, and so you like clean the fish, and then you stuff it with ginger and scallions, and then you pan fry it, and it was like, oh, it was so good. I ate like 5 of them in 15 minutes. Because this guy was like, they're nothing to write home about. And I was like, I'm gonna take yours. I'm gonna take all of it.
Let me go right home about all these fish right now.
Lister says, yeah, I really do want to. You should come here also at some point.
Yeah, no. We were actually, me and my folks were gonna be doing this Iceland trip this summer. That totally happened. We've been wanting to go on this Iceland trip for a while, but like, the first time we planned for it, like 2 years ago, my parents had something unexpected come up, so I couldn't do it. And then they're like, okay, this is the year. And then I was like, fuck.
I can't really invite you personally for at least another year, but I can't imagine any of my parents would say no.
Yeah, after the whole mystery hunt experience, where I proved that I was not an axe murderer 2 years in a row. I'll get that on a plaque.
Double not an axe murderer.
Yeah, jeez. It's really like a setup for the 3rd year. Like, bam, that's the axe murderer.
Please do feel free also to get it on the taste test if you want.
Yeah, I don't know how much you want to eat because you had dinner already.
I'm totally down. I'm curious to see what you guys made.
Visually, what's your opinion?
Now they've been like decimated. Oh, this is actually still kind of intact.
Oh, let's remember something.
Wait, no, baking a fish is good.
Okay.
And I feel like there are certain things you can do well with baking fish. Like, if you're going to go all fancy, right? Like, a nice salmon fillet with lemon and, like, herbs and spices, and you, like, put it on a cedar plank, and you roast
What?
R/we want plates.
you get off the cedar plank to eat it.
Is that a thing people do?
Yeah.
Oh, you should have just get a small plate.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Wait, have you not seen R/we want plates?
I haven't seen putting it on a cedar plank. I also haven't seen that.
It's pretty good. It's just like fancy restaurants.
Let's just suggest salmon with sugar and nut rub. That's fantastic.
I've never had that.
Whoa! That sounds cool.
What's your favorite fish recipe? Or at least like your go-to. You have a fish you've never seen before. You're trying to do a go-to recipe for it.
I probably put it salted, let it sit overnight, and then just bread it and pan fry it. I feel like you can't go wrong with that.
once again.
The only food I can reliably marinate is chicken adobo.
Yeah.
Because it's so good.
Yeah, that looked fantastic.
Oh, it's so good.
What's chicken adobo?
I do it it's like a Spanish thing, but the Philippines have their own version. And you like marinate chicken, but like anything, in a lot of rice vinegar, soy sauce, and bay leaves. That's really good. And then the next day you kind of turn it into like... You're supposed to turn it into a glaze, but I never get that part right, so it's more of a stew. Yeah.
Nice. Yo, I don't know, maybe everyone knew this and this was not exciting to anyone except for me, but I learned the other day that bay leaves are just laurels.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, it's like a laurel tree leaf. Like, that's the stuff that you, like, put on your head when you win things, but also you can put it in a soup.
I've often seen them called bay laurel leaves, so I don't know, this is not shocking to me, but...
Yeah, I definitely, like,
sources. Yeah.
just went many years of my life and didn't know this.
Hey, Mahitmel, did you know that most anime girls are drawn to be?
Oh my god! I'm just saying, like, I had this image that, like, if I ever met Caesar, I would just, like, grab a leaf off his head and be like, I'm gonna make soup with this. What am I gonna do, bitch?
Was it reading the Bailey's dictator where they translated it like
No,
this?
it was, like, I was, like, actually reading some, like, what was it? It was, like, some, like, history of cooking thing. Like, about 3 weeks ago. But it does say it on that container, I just
The leaves of laurel, yeah.
These are all really good and very different.
You have more words.
Such a tactful compliment.
Also, now that we're all like equally cold.
Oh, that's true. I guess it's good that we like our eggs kind of different because it like adds variety to like. It's actually cool that it's like 3 different eggs done 3 different ways.
I'm really impressed that like these came out so different. Yeah.
Yeah.
These ones, the spice is prevalent. This one, the cheese is prevalent. This one, the tomato texture is prevalent.
Ooh, that's like a totally different kind of dimension of analysis than we were doing.
Yeah.
I like that.
You did also drown these in spice.
That is true. That is how I do.
Lunch says brown sugar and walnuts with some lemon and maybe some ginger is his recommended rub.
That's really different than like what I usually do. It sounds really good.
But we have some pecans.
Some.
You crush up the pecans and make pecan crusted salmon. I mean, I feel like that's a thing I've seen them been used before.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for pecan pie. Oh, so good. It's good, good, good. You're gonna like inhale one bag by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even a question.
Yeah, when should I make pecan pie? Because I feel like we've got way too much food we gotta
We're gonna wait
for a while. So I think it's like we should wait until after like the whole peach extravaganza has like run its course and then.
So if it's for a while, you might want to stick the pecans in the freezer.
Okay.
Okay.
We also like was wanting to do this after the Friday,
Mm-hmm.
which we need to like plan ahead far enough that we can make the youtiao.
Yeah, we kind of got a lot.
Become a food house.
I'm very fine with that. But yeah, you have to make the youtiao at least like a day in advance.
How come?
You have to refrigerate the dough.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Youtiao usually gets translated as Chinese crullers, which I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But it's just like fried dough that's like very airy.
Ooh, that
And-
sounds really fun.
Yeah, it's really good. And the classic is that you have this like large fried dough
Yeah.
with soy milk. And the soy milk can either be sweet or salty.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it salty. And like you put a little like dark sauce and green onions and like a lot of goodies in there and you mix it up. It's like
Yeah, well, that sounds very good. Awesome.
it's classic northern Chinese breakfast. So
Yeah, I'm hyped for that. Honestly, just like all things in the vague realm of fried dough, like, just...
It doesn't really fit with a Friday theme, though, because it's very much like, well, at least for me, I so heavily associate it with, like, breakfast food.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting in the context of, like, the deep-fried Oreos and everything.
Fried Oreos for breakfast!
We have Oreos, corn fritters, and youtiao, right? That's, like, sort of one vertical, and then we have the, like, fried okra and any other savory fried things in the other vertical, and, like, this almost calls for 2 separate pots.
Oh, okay.
Or, like, so sequencing, but the sequencing would have to be, like,
Yeah, am I also
order you
doing
want,
donuts?
Right?
Maybe Friday is more like Fridays.
Fridays? Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's, we don't have any scallions because they're all sad, but the other thing that I put in the salty stuff vertical is like scallion hush puppies that we're trying to do corn fritters.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? Out of these 4, what's your favorite?
It's okay, you did this for next week.
Oh, you know what? I think Mahiro is the overall winner. Man.
Yeah, it is definitely a fact about me that I probably will go through, like, a thing of cumin, like, a month, or, like, some kind of, like...
Yeah, someone from India once told me that it's like, it's not an issue of like if it tastes good, it's a question of like how much spice it takes for you to make it taste good.
Yeah.
Do you know you can buy like gallon bulk bags of spice at like Indian supermarkets?
This is partially, so a couple of the people who were very influential in teaching me how to cook were Indian,
I see.
and this may be partially where I get this from.
My dad sometimes like gets onto like cooking YouTube,
Yeah.
and so he got really into Indian cooking, and so like one Christmas winter break when I went over, he just, you know when there's like Asian supermarkets, right, and like nobody else goes to them except Asian people. So he like takes us to like this Indian supermarket that was like only like 5 minutes away from our house, but we had like never gone there. And it's crazy. The like gallon bags of spice and also just like honking like
no,
stock
we always
pots.
go to get co-op spices for Pico as you go to the Armenian supermarket in Watertown, and they also like